Let's get the chat box going. All right. Let's start with my rockin' intro. I like my rockin' intro. All right. To say that I'm not nervous would be, well, wrong. I am very nervous about this afternoon, 2 o'clock this afternoon on Whatnot. So go down to the details below, go to my Facebook page, all right? And click on the $15 thing. I think you get $15 of just pure credit on your first purchase. So when you're a new subscriber to Whatnot, I had never heard of it before, so... But I heard it from another auctioneer, and it's kind of neat. So I'm going to give it a shot this afternoon. I have, I think, 60 baits. Hey, Robert. Lunchtime. Cool. So I'm going to give it a shot at 2 o'clock Pacific time, which is 5 o'clock Eastern. And so I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. I think I put 70 baits on there for this afternoon with some surprises. Those who buy 3 baits from me will get a terrible at fishing sticker. I'm really nervous. Hey, Timmy. Terrible at fishing, I think. I think that's what it is. I've never done it before. Let me see. Terrible fishing. So my Whatnot name is Terrible Fishing, not at fishing. So terrible fishing. I do. That means I have 2 mics going. Where's my other mic? Video capture. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, that should fix it. Does that fix it? Sometimes the microphone on the camera is going at the same time this microphone is going. So, did that fix the echo? That should have fixed the echo. Because this is my serious mic. So, all right. So, I think I fixed the echo. Much better. Good to know for later today when I do my auction. So, again, I've never done Whatnot, so I'm really, really nervous. I think I set it up fine. I've got 15 people that have bookmarked it. And so hopefully 15 people show up, or even 5. It doesn't matter. It's sort of an experiment. Yeah, 2 p.m. Pacific. 2 p.m. Pacific time. And so we're going to see what happens. You know, I've got the baits put aside that I'm auctioning, and I've got more baits, of course. So if somebody has like a suggestion and they want, let's say, a round bill, and all my round bills that I posted are out, then we'll pull another round bill or a square bill or a jerk bait or something like that, finesse. And we'll get those. I got a whole wall full of stuff over here too. And again, some surprises. I do have, my little Cleos and Fjord spoons. They'll be starting at, those are my $1 things. So I got lots of them. I bought a whole card. Remember that? Whole cards of those. And so we'll get those auctioned off for $1 or $2 and get those out off of my wall. So I'm actually, and then we'll ship it out in my beautiful, oh yeah, I have shipping bags. Beautiful, terrible at fishing envelopes. Anyway, you get this in the mail. Kind of cool. So, and then, some for the tackle box. Very important. But I did caught nothing yesterday. Water was 42 degrees again. I went to Lake of the Woods because I didn't have exact change for Willow Lake. And so I went to Lake of the Woods. Saw a lot of my buddies out on boats. None of us caught anything. So there was one boat that caught 2 trout. But other than that, it was slow going. I think they get their first stocking next week. And so that should, those are all going to be trophies, though. It'll really pick up when they put the legals in, which is the following week, because the bigger fish will come up and eat the legal size rainbow trouts. And the water's just got to warm up. I found a 47-degree spot, surface temperature over Rainbow Bay, but I still couldn't get any bites. I bought worms. I never fish worms. I was hard up. I was fishing anything yesterday. It was beautiful, though. If you guys saw the live, it was absolutely stunning out on the lake. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Now, we're going to get a storm this weekend, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next week. I haven't even looked at the weather for next week. So, yeah, storm, and then a beautiful week. Perfect. So, I don't fish on the weekends, and I'll go fishing. It's going to be a cold week, though. Dang, is that really not going to help fishing? It was glassy. It was gorgeous. It really was gorgeous. You'll put your buddies to shame while you skunk them with the big pig pen. I haven't got them yet. I got, Lowell says that he put it on a broken car, and it's being pushed from Michigan to Oregon, and I really don't think they know where Oregon is. So it'll get here in the next few days. I did get, of course, the Freedom Baits, and oh man, those are tiny, but the A-bomb is really what I'm looking forward to. I'm going to be jigging those, and it's going to be fantastic pulling up crappie. The A-bomb really was what I wanted the most, but I got the Lowell special with his $25 pack. You get 96 plastics. I mean, it's just a ton of plastics. Basically, you're only paying $2 a pack. So really nice. Before you'll be able to fish Klamath. Well, oh my gosh. Klamath's fishing. There's some good spots right now in Upper Klamath. I almost, I might. Friday? Tomorrow? Maybe. I'll launch over at Rocky Point and work that trough right there for some trout. There's some red banded and rainbow trout that are massive, really big. So maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It depends if my wife's on jury duty. So every day is sort of a game, of can I do it or not? Because 5 o'clock she calls in, and if she goes on jury duty, then I am the car taking the kids around and stuff like that, and doing errands. So I really don't know until 5 o'clock if I'm fishing tomorrow. But Upper Klamath is catching right now in certain spots. So those Freedom Frogman, I do. Frogman's cool. We'll replace Waxies forever. Good. So yeah. So and as for I'm not hearing good things from Willow Lake. I talked to my buddies on the lake yesterday. That's why they didn't go to Willow Lake. Immigrants is over in Ashland. Let me see what water level is at Immigrants, because water levels in Lake Oregon. I think Jackson County, boom, boom, boom. Oh, 61%. They've gone up. I might go to Immigrant. Immigrant's a fantastic crappie lake. It's one of my favorite lakes to catch crappie. I have a great spot there. 61% is good. Hyatt's at 55. Howard's Prairie at 46. Now, I've never fished those because they were been dry basically the last 2 years. And I moved here 3.5 years ago. So I really haven't gone to them. But they did get fished out last year, and I hear Howard Prairie was restocked with bass, and it's fishing pretty good. It's only 46%, but Immigrant 61%. So I might go over. I'm definitely going to Immigrant sometime this year because I just love Immigrant Lakes crappie fishing. So yeah, unboxing cool. Righteous, hopefully the trout are able to. Yeah, well, the lake's cold, so the trout is coming down from Woods River and from Williamson's River. And I might take my boat over to the mouth of the Williamson's, really a good spot, in order to get that exodus and entrance of it, and just work that. So that might be really a great spot to go. For bass, where you recommend? Oh, actually, where other fishermen don't want you to know is Willow Valley Reservoir. Willow Valley Reservoir is south of Bonanza, right on the California border. You'll catch 3-4 pounders fairly regularly there. A great spot right there is at the boat ramp to the left. There's some underwater brush and trees. The bass like to hang out there. So, to be honest, Willow Valley is probably your best bass spot. I don't know what the water temperature is right now, but in the summer, bam, that's a killer. So, and then Lake of the Woods is the best bass lake in the area for just catching bass in the summer. It's all top water. Was that fish stocking tanker spill near you? No, it was. I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about that at all. So, ignorant reservoir. Yeah, immigrant reservoir. But immigrant reservoir, it actually, where is it? I just had it up. I probably made it go away. I probably did. I probably X'd it out. But at 61%, they're right by the best crappie area, really. The best crappie area is, where the sculling boats come down, the big, long, scull, team sport boats come down that ramp. Right along that shoreline, there's a grassy knoll right there, right along the hill. Right there, every minute, you're just pulling up crappie. Every minute. It is just bountiful right there. It's great. I've got huge crappie on, one of the inlets there. Yeah. Fishing the cemetery. Okay. Fishing a cemetery? How do you fish a cemetery? There's a cemetery with... everything's dead in a cemetery. Oh, that's the dam. Okay. I ain't gonna pick up... pull up Uncle Bob. I'm not doing it. It's like, got a big one. It's all bones. I can't fillet that. But, so, if you guys can join me at 2 o'clock this afternoon on Whatnot, it's terrible fishing. No at, evidently. The cemetery at Immigrant. I'm still overcoming this cold. Still got it in my chest. Yeah, it's one of those things. Cold linger in your chest for weeks. So... But yeah, hopefully I'll get those pig pounders in those spoons today. I doubt it. I really do. But those freedom baits at Immigrants, maybe I'll go to Immigrants next week. I usually like fishing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but again, my wife's on jury duty, so we just, I'm playing it day by day with her jury duty. And now that the fishing season is weather-wise and lake-wise started, fish-wise, not too much. But I do like Immigrant. And, I did a bass tournament there a couple of years ago. And I had a great time on that lake. I mean, it's got good bass in it too. So, but depending on water temperature, but because it is at a much lower elevation, um, I can hopefully get into that 50-degree water over there, and it's 61% full right now, so not bad, not bad. I mean, it's been the drought's been terrible in Oregon the last few years, but it was at 45% last time I saw, so it's gone up. 16%. That's pretty big flow of water into that reservoir. And then Hyatt actually dried up completely a year ago. It disappeared. If you would have looked it up on the map, it would have said missing. I swear, it said missing. Yeah, Timmy, I mean, that's a good lake. It really is a good lake. Now, some people say it's got mercury issues, but you'd have to eat like pounds and pounds of fish in order to have any kind of mercury poisoning. I mean, lots of it. So I'm not too worried about that. It's sort of like feeding chocolate to your dog. Yes, chocolate is bad for dogs. We all know that, right? But they'd have to eat 2 pounds of chocolate for the dog to be killed by chocolate. I mean, a dog is not going to get killed by chocolate. I mean, might get sick. I don't know. So there, I fixed the focus issue. Autofocus. Autofocus. I don't like autofocus. I always turn it off. But yeah, so I love just cruising around Immigrants. I do have a friend. She's beautiful, a young woman. She lives over there, and so maybe I'll ask Shaylee so if she wants to go fishing on Immigrants next week. You guys will love Shaylee. She's gonna take my viewership through the roof. So maybe I'll meet Shaylee over at Immigrants, and we'll put her in the boat. Fully clothed, so get your mind out of the gutter. She's a young lady. I'm probably old enough to be, well, at least her father, maybe her grandfather. I don't know. But she's a very sweet girl. Loves dogs. Got 2 beautiful dogs. And she used to work at Lake of the Woods. And she's really a very nice lady. So, but my viewership will definitely go up with Shaylee in the boat. But yeah, I'll probably get a hold of Shaylee. That's what I'll do. And coordinate an Immigrant fishing trip. And we'll just, it might be a week or 2. I don't know what her schedule's like. But it's going to be a lot of fun out there. I'm looking forward to going to Immigrants this year and check, just pulling up crappie left and right. Yeah, she'll have a great time. We'll give her my ultralight, and she'll be able to pull it up all the time, too. The Seattle tanker spill. There's a Seattle tanker spill of a fish. Oh, that's funny. I mean, 102,000 salmon. Oh my gosh. Well, it's not. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe some of them make. Oh, nope, they didn't make it down to the river. You know what? There was a. They tried to release 820,000 salmon smolts into the Klamath, and they all died. I mean, the Klamath River, because of the dam removals, it's toxic. It's just terrible. And they released 820,000. They gave a stupid story of why they died. Elevation change. It's like, That's the dumbest story in the world, and what they did is they put it in the river too soon. They put 820,000 of these salmon, and yeah, they were Chinook too, and they all died, every one of them. And so basically, the Klamath River is a sewer at the moment because of the 4 dam removals and 100 years of sediment being flushed down the river. It'll take years for that river to come back to cleanliness, and then even then you probably will not have the desired effect that all these people expect. I think they're way too optimistic about the Klamath River renewal project, because in history it would dry up, and salmon were never a constant feature up here where I live, because we had elevation changes and we had basalt reefs that kept them from coming up. But live and learn. Nothing we can do about it now. Dams are released. They'll be completely removed in a few months, and then it will be what it will be. So, hope for the best. To be honest, Upper Klamath shouldn't exist. If it wasn't for the Link River next to my house, or, Link Dam, it really shouldn't exist. It should be a forest with a river running through it. Maybe some wide spots and whatnot, but not much. But should have some good river fishing. Eventually, mostly in the California area. But that's what they're hoping. So I'm just, I thought I'd pop on. I'd tell you guys about the Whatnot auction today. Begging for your support. I don't know if I did it right. And I'm scared to death about starting it because I don't know exactly how the icons work completely. And maybe after the first one or two, then I'll feel much better. But people don't know me on Whatnot for inaugural auction. But the good thing is, in the inaugural auction, you get the largest selection of baits to choose from. And that is huge. I'd like to do it every Thursday at 2 if indeed this first one works out really well. After thanks to me, after the DNR is full of great politicians but not outdoorsmen. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You guys see my Whatnot, a website, or it's an app. It's an app. And go to my Facebook. Do not sign up until you go to my Facebook down below. Choose my Facebook, and then there's a big one that says $15. Use that link to load your app. You'll get $15 credit to buy my baits today. $15, it buys you a lot of baits today. So you can cash in with $15 on my baits. It's like you get, at least 2 free baits. Maybe more if you get the, little Cleos, because they're like, fjord spoons or whatever. Because I'll have some dollar items in there. And this is actually a cool bait. You guys have never seen this. You've never seen these. This is actually kind of neat. All right. These are topwater bass baits. Look at that. You've never seen that. These are hand painted. You can see my, I sort of went crazy there, and then I put dots on the, trying to make it look very, dragon. This one's not going to show up because it's green. But these are dragonfly topwater baits. Tough to cast. Sure are pretty, though. But basically, here's your topwater fin right here. You can just skip it along the topwater like that. And I've put a really nice stout hook on it. So it should work really, really well. So anyway, these, I think I got them starting at $5. They're worth more than that, of course. And so that's actually kind of, I just added those to the auction. But like I said, $15. You get $15 free for a new download on their app, and use that link on my Facebook page. Yeah, try that. I want you guys to get $15 free. Is what I want you to do, and then friend me, or whatever, if you're not already. But isn't that neat? I mean, the dragonfly is really cool. Skip that along the shore, right along the edge of a good lily pad area or reeds, and get that, and just skip it, and wait for that big bass to break those wings. I don't know. I put really good glue on the wings, so I don't know. But it's pretty. You get it for free with the coupon. But anyway, it's going to be, I don't know. It's just going to be exciting today. I got to go at noon. I got to go to this wellness thing. I'm going to pay, basically I call it the fat class. I need to lose 120 pounds badly, desperately. I've tried Weight Watchers, Slim Fast. I've tried counting calories, working out, a racquetball. I really don't know what else to do. I've gained 120 pounds, and I need to lose 120 pounds. I'm now pre-diabetic. And last thing I want to be is diabetic, because I have a bad pancreas. So I got to lose weight, and I got to do everything I can to lose weight. So I paid $700 for this program called a wellness program that the hospital sponsors, and it's supposed to give me access and teach and create a program of eating and recipes, and I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what's going, if it's going to work. But I am desperate. I can't take these weight loss meds, that you see all about, because my organs are destroyed. Ozempic affects the pancreas. Well, my pancreas is bad, and that's why I suffer pancreatitis, regularly. Other organs are bad. So this is like, my kidney disease, my pulmonary disease. I do all these things, and I gotta lose weight, guys. I got my boat's doing a wheelie. You can always see me on the lake because I'm like going like this. Unless I put somebody skinny up front, then it's like this. But all by myself, I'm pushing it. I always tell the doctors, it's due any day. So, but I'm looking forward to today, and I'm scared to death at the same time. With the auction today, I am. I don't know. I'm a natural salesperson. I taught sales my whole career, and I don't think I've been this nervous because it's a new format. I don't mind selling on YouTube or whatever, but this is a new format. They take a percentage. So we'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, then I won't do it again. If it works really well, then my problem is my freaking cheeseburger disease. Mine's burritos. They can't make a burrito big enough for me. In Fresno, when I used to work at Good Guys, there was this place off of 41, and it was a gas station, but they made tri-tip burritos. tri-tip burritos. Pure tri-tip. And inside the tri-tip burrito, there's 2 pounds. Imagine 2 pounds of barbecued tri-tip wrapped in a giant burrito. $5.99. $6. 2 pounds of tri-tip. God, we do burrito runs all the time. And I'd eat the whole thing. I was skinnier then, though. It was a long time ago. But they can't make a burrito big enough. I can eat a 2-pound burrito. I can eat a 3-pound burrito. That's my problem. You have cheeseburger disease. I have burrito disease. Thanks, Robert. I'll lose it. I know I will. I'm committed to it. And to be honest, I don't eat that much. I really don't. Although you put a lot in front of me, I'll polish it because I was taught to clean the plate growing up. You always had to clean the plate. So basically, it's portion size that's actually in front of me, and controlling it. Los Panchos in Martinez, California, same kind of burrito. Oh yeah, totally, Timmy. I mean, it's like the best. That's my weakness. Okay, my weakness is a burrito. Big ones. There's a place in town that makes a 2-pound burrito, although $15. But that's what I'm talking about. It's amazing how fast it goes. It's like I eat it and it's just gone. And then I kind of feel guilty, but I don't. It's a guilty pleasure. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm from Fresno. Most of my married life's in Fresno. And Fresno's 55% Hispanic. The best taquerias in the state of California is in Fresno. And if you ever want good food, Mexican food, you go to Fresno. I mean, forget Mexico. Just go to Fresno. Don Pepe's, best octopus in town. Oh, best abondigas over at Toledo's. It's just, I could go one place after another. But the octopus at Don Pepe's is the best octopus you've ever eaten in your life. It was so good. I miss it. I wish I could find it again somewhere locally. I keep telling these Mexican places to serve octopus. One does, but they don't do it very good. But I don't know. It's just I'm a glutton. I'm such a glutton for Mexican food. Terrible at not eating small. Frios y arroz. Yes. Qué bueno. Mucho bueno. Yeah, I it's strange. I like Taco Bell, but I don't eat Taco Bell anymore because I will not pay $15 for a meal at Taco Bell. Because there's other taquerias in town for $8 for a big burrito that is made well. We're getting a Chipotle in town. They're building one right now. And so my oldest daughter's just tickled to death that there's a Chipotle coming to town. But we have a local place called Chilitos here in town that's very much like Chipotle. And really for $7.95 or $7.50, I think, for their burrito, I don't think Chipotle's going to be able to really compete with Chilitos. But, we do have a couple places in town. Not a lot here, with Chilitos and Los Morenos. Los Morenos is probably the best taqueria in town. And there's a food truck or two I like. Well, I hope you're full, Robert. I hope you're full. Because I think I'm hungry. I haven't eaten breakfast. Yeah, I bought this big old cup over at Cabela's. Remember, I went to Cabela's. Yeah, it was a lousy video, evidently. This says it's 24 ounces. It's a 24-ounce cup. It's not really a cup. It's a coffee pot with a handle on it. The only good thing is a bean burrito and green sauce. You're right. The green burritos Always order the green burritos, over at Taco Bell. People do not know that. You're right. But it seems like the worse the burrito, the better it tastes. It is a horrible, horrible thing to do. It's like they used to have, they used to have a Bell beefer when I was younger. It basically was a hamburger bun with a bunch of taco meat in it. They take a scoop of taco meat, put it in the hamburger. It's called the Bell beefer. That's what it was called. And and they had briefly for a few years called the chilito. Basically, they took chili, all right, and then wrapped it in a flour tortilla. That disappeared. And then I like their double layer tacos. Something about having a bean burrito folded over a hard taco, it kept the taco from falling apart. Chorizos con huevos. Yeah, I mean, Timmy, we can go on forever. I love Mexican food. I mean, them and Indian food. I love Indian food. I like Mexican food. I can eat those until it runs out. I mean, I was raised with a Gujarati family, and I'd knock out 2 chickens easy. So did Pankaj, my best friend. Pankaj and I, we'd knock out 2 chickens each. We'd go through a stack of roti like this, and but we were skinny, all right? When you're younger, you're skinnier, and you have high metabolism. So I'm going to go to this thing today, and I'm going to find out, what you you know what that slang? No, Chilito. What's it slang for? Type it in, Timmy. Type it in. What's it slang for? That's the name of the restaurant. Chilitos. What is this? Oh my gosh, this is going. There's a restaurant in town called Chilitos. I'm waiting for it. Come on, Timmy, don't make me wait too long. Type it in. What's it slang for? In Chinese, manguero. I don't even know what that means. What's manguero? Put it in English. Put it in English. In Chinese, the Chinese word for Mandarin is putonghua. Now, yeah, and you say that to a Spanish person, yeah, that's good. You're a bandage. There was a good place Lingua. Lingua is done well. Lingua is absolutely spectacular. There's a place in Fresno on Kings Canyon Boulevard that absolutely makes the best lingua. And like in Fresno, everybody does something really, really, really good. And so if you ever feel like you're in that part of town and you know exactly where to go and what to order. And then who doesn't love homemade horchata? So it's just, I don't like, I always ask them do you make your own horchata? And if they say yes, I'll get a big one. So, well, that's interesting. So these guys are, I didn't see that on their signage. Well, in Taco Bell was chili burrito. It was chilito. Taco Bell is a California company founded in L.A. and it's by the Bell family. You probably don't know that, but down in L.A. they started, and the Bell family, they're the ones. That's why it's called Taco Bell, because the Bell family started it. Yeah, lengua cooked perfect is absolutely to die for. And a lot of people don't want to know that it's tongue. But, yeah, Taco Bell, they have a test kitchen down in L.A. And that's where you go in and sample, experimental stuff. It's kind of cool. But the Bell family actually started Taco Bell. And nowadays, I don't know what's going to happen to fast food in California. At $20 an hour, somebody died laughing when they came out with the Cholito. It was big. It was really small, wasn't it? The Cholito was a small burrito. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to fast food in California anymore. $20 an hour, they're laying people off. They're not hiring anymore. A lot of restaurants are closing. Franchisees with multiple restaurants are going to close their lower producing ones. People with hours their hours are going to be cut. It's one of the dumbest things government has ever done, trying to create a livable wage off of a starting position. You just can't do it. We learned that fast food is designed really to be affordable to the person, be quick, but also to teach people what a job is. Work ethics, hardworking, punctual, and lying, late, and lazy, honest, hardworking, and punctual. That's what you're supposed to be. Oh, Manteca. Oh, yeah. Well, I lived in Modesto I came in the... I met my wife in Modesto, got married in Modesto, and I actually taught a class at Manteca High. Yeah, so I know Manteca. Yeah, it's an entry-level position. What in the world? You're supposed to learn how to work, how to take orders by idiots. And if you can survive fast food, you can survive the corporate world. Is the dumbest thing I've ever seen a state government do, is to mandate $20 an hour. And now, over in Lemoore, there's a Foster Freeze that's just closed. April 1st. We can't do it. Boom. We're closed. Everybody showed up for work. Here's your final check. And that's what's happening in California right now. And I saw a guy with 17 or 18 McDonald's. He's closing some. And they're automating an burger flipping robot, which are invented nowadays. Burger flipping robots will average $7 an hour of operations through amortization. So, would you rather pay a kid $20 an hour or a robot $7 an hour? And you don't have to give the robot benefits besides lubing it. It's just dumb. So basically, kiosks are going to be... They've fired, Pizza Hut and other restaurants have fired all of their delivery drivers because they've got delivery services out there that they can use. And so all of them are fired. It is... I miss very little. Yeah, you're right. I went to college in Hayward, and back in the early '80s, and I don't miss Bay Area is horrible, terrible. Well, I lived there when the 880, is it the 880? Yeah, the 880 was called the 17, and it was nothing but potholes. You were basically on a slalom course, just avoiding potholes on the 17. Yeah, it's just the way it was. The 89 earthquake, it was still called the 17 when in Oakland, it fell on itself and killed a lot of people. But back in the 80s, that's when I lived there in Hayward. And worked at a Pizza Hut as a waiter. That's how I paid for my college, is that I waited tables. And, college was much more affordable back then. But I was able to, off of my tips, pay for my college. So it worked. Worked for me. So Oh, well, Bay Area. I don't know why people live over there. I really don't. It's just a terrible, terrible area nowadays. And LA is terrible too. Fresno has gotten a lot better. But it's the conservative portion of California is the San Joaquin Valley. And it's not as crazy, but it's still California. I rolled with three numbers, yeah. I was a 580. When I moved to Hayward, I moved straight from Lompoc. My phone number yeah, well, the 880 was the 17. The 880 was the 17 back then. Now it's the 880. But it made me, because it was a 415 area code I moved to. And I moved from Lompoc, which has a 5-digit phone number back when I was growing up. 51690. That was my phone number. And then I moved to Hayward, and everybody had 7 digits. I was like, 7 digits? Why do you need 7 digits to phone somebody? But my home phone number for my growing up was 51690. That was it. 5 digits. And then I moved out of my little cocoon of a little town to a big city, and everybody's using 7 digits. Yeah, well, 17 to Santa Cruz, that's the Santa Cruz Freeway 17. It picks up at San Jose. But that was 880 all the way up at one time. It was 880 all the way up was 17. It wasn't called 880. But you're right. It went all the way from basically Oakland all the way down to Santa Cruz. That was your phone number 6. See, 7 digits. See, crazy people. Big city. Big city. You have 7 digits. We had 5. And we listened to AM radio growing up, Kayak. So you probably weren't on earlier. Go down below under descriptions. Go to my Facebook page, and there's a $15 thingy, right? If you don't have a Whatnot app, click on it. At 2 o'clock today, Pacific time, 5 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to do a live auction. You get $15 credit to buy stuff from me. Really, pretty good deal. I think it's a really good deal because, you're buying baits. And I got baits from $1 on up. So it'll be an auction. I'm really nervous about it. First time on Whatnot. We'll see how it goes. And we'll see what happens. If I sell enough and the whole process is smooth, the shipping and all that stuff, and all that's smooth, then I'll go ahead and do it again every Thursday is my plan. But it's a brand new experience for me. That's what makes me so nervous. It's not selling. It's just doing Whatnot, for the very first time. So we're going to, and then of course, stickers. Yes, they ship to UK. Yes, they do. Canada and UK, they do ship to. I don't know what you pay for it because, when I ship to the UK, I have to go use their shipping labels. And they say they're competitive with pirate ship. So we'll see. I don't know how that, when I print out the labels, I get charged and then you get charged. You have to pay shipping. But I will tell you that UK shipping is... I usually had to do like $25 to ship something to UK. And so I'm thinking anybody that buys from me and goes to the UK, expect some extra stuff in your box because I really want to make it worth your while. Just because of that shipping cost. You guys know if you ever bought anything from me, you always got more than you bought. Always. I always throw some surprises in there for you. So, and since this is the inaugural terrible fishing, auction, and it's called Terrible Fishing without at. I don't know why it didn't do at, but it's just Terrible Fishing on Whatnot, and it'll be this afternoon. And after I go to my fat class. Or should I call it the skinny class? I don't know. If it works, I'll call it the skinny class. If it doesn't work, I'll just call it $700 for a fat class that didn't work. So, the dangler. I didn't know you lived in, Jimmy, I didn't know you lived in the UK. You're a California guy going to the UK, huh? Wow. I have a lot of viewers in the UK. I got a lot of viewers in the UK. I've shipped quite a bit to the UK. So you'll, I always, like I said, I always treat them with some really good stuff. Kayak angler, UK. Yeah, we were talking Cholitos. Must have been fate. Oh, you're in Medford. Oh, okay. Oh, you're just over there. But yes, on Whatnot, they do ship to UK. I don't know what it costs. Again, this is a completely new experience for me this afternoon. And then after I'll go by and grab some more labels so I can print them out, when I'm out and about today. And go by Staples and grab some 4x6 labels and get everything I need. Well, load the Whatnot app through the link on my Facebook page, Kayak Angler. That's $15. That'll probably pay for your shipping. All right. So grab that link, and that'll probably pay for your shipping, and then use it this afternoon. It's although it's late for you, it's 10 o'clock in the evening for you, because we're an 8-hour time difference. But if you can stay up till 10, I expect to only be on for about an hour. And I got about 70 baits on the list right now, so you can check it out. Terrible Fishing, not at. So Terrible Fishing at 2 o'clock on Whatnot. So, all right, I'm going to have to go, guys. It's getting close. I have to stop by the pharmacy, get some refills, stop by Staples, go to the fat farm, and then get back and set up for the auction. How long do you think? I'll probably only go about an hour. I don't know. About an hour. All right. Definitely check in and get that link on my Facebook page. Get that link. Get that $15. All right. Get the $15 and use that, because that'll take care of that. All right.